Hey, everyone. How are you doing? Hope your day has been going great. It's about Wednesday night. Just got off of a Bible study. And while I was enjoying this Bible study, it was reminded of something that God has been talking to me about that I wanted to share with you all. So, whenever you get on, do me a favor, just say hi. Just let me know that you came in. Just show me some form of acknowledgement. But I want to be nice, simple, and sweet. I'm not going to be on here too much longer or too long, but I did want to make sure that I shared this. Next month, we are preparing to surely as a parent. I'm a parent of two. Me and my wife, we have two boys, and next month we are preparing to send them to school. And as we're preparing to send them to school, one of the things that we are also in this expectation of sending them to school, we're also having an expectation that surely by December that they are going to grow from where they are currently to another place. They're gonna develop. They're gonna gain some things, get some things as they go in. Bless you, Sister Janice. How you doing, ma'am? They're gonna gain some things as they are growing from walking in the doors in August and taking their break in December. We understand that. But so while I was actually walking on yesterday, one of the things that God was speaking to me about this scenario specifically was this is okay, you have an expectation as a parent for what you are expecting for your children to have by the end of December. But what is your expectation for you? What are you expecting? What are you anticipating? What are you giving your own self as a lesson or something as a measuring point of where you need to be by the month of December? And so, as he was speaking and talking to me about it, he started to really break down some things. One of the things that we recognize while we're sending our children to school, we're not going to go into the deeps of, what they're teaching them and all of those different pieces. That at this point in this conversation, that's not even really important. Being very honest, and this conversation is for everybody. No matter, hey, what's up, Eric? How you doing, sir? No matter if you are a parent that is sending your child to school tomorrow, if you are, hey, love, I see you on here. If you're a parent that's sending your school next month, or if you're a grandparent, or if you're an aunt, this is applicable to every single person. But this is the thing that we need to be able to understand. Do me a favor. If you sharing is caring, share with a friend. Let somebody know that we're on very quickly because I'm gonna hit this and then we're gonna go from there. But one of the things that I recognize when we send our children to school is not only are they learning in reference to whatever math or all these different classes that they might have to take, but there's something else that is happening. They're also creating, it's also something that's being created, which is considered or called a routine. So there is a routine, a structure that they have on a day-to-day basis that helps them to be able to deal or learn the things that they need to learn in those days and throughout that week, that keeps them or helps them to stay on a certain routine or path so that in December they were able to learn all the things that they needed to learn to get to that point. So I want us to be able to do the same for us. I want you to be able to write down and say, this is what I'm expecting of myself by December. I want to be able to grow here. I want to be able to learn this. I want to be able to sharpen this skill. I want to see my relationships look like this. Whatever that is for you specifically, I want you to write it down and say, this is what I'm expecting of myself by December. And then what I want you to do is create a routine that helps you to get there. Now, your routine might be you need to wake up a little early. Your routine may be you need to stay up a little late. Your routine might be you need to set some time during your day where you can be able to dedicate, if it's learning something, if it's watching some things, or, watching some YouTube so you can be able to grow in a certain skill set. If it's being able to spend time with your spouse or spend time with your family, whatever that is that you're trying to grow and develop, that you're giving giving yourself an expectation for by December, I want you to take the time and create a routine, create a schedule. Now, you already have a schedule. Surely, if you are working on a day-to-day basis, you have a certain schedule that you keep, that for you to be on time for work, for you to get your work done, for you to do different things. You have a schedule. So it's not one of those things that we don't know how to have a schedule or keep a schedule. No, it's important now for us to be able to do this for us. One of the things that I'm talking about currently on my podcast, Focus on Greatness podcast, is I'm dealing with this context of greatness, and I understand that greatness is service. Greatness is serving. It's serving each other. It's serving different things. It's serving your family. It's serving other, serving in your job. It's serving people. All of those different pieces, but most importantly, it's serving you. In this season, I need you to deal and serve you, because it's important for you to serve you. And if you can't serve you, you won't be able to be effective or helpful in the other things that you are serving in. So I need you to do this for me. We're going to do this together, because I got the instructions from God, just like you're getting the instructions right now. So again, I need you to dive in deep with me with this. Let's put it down on paper. This is what I want to have. This is where I want to be by the month of December. By the month of December, these are the things, this is what I want to grow and develop in. And then after you understand what you want, where you want to be, what you want to do, where you want to be by December, then create a schedule. This is how I'm going to get there. So, hey, I need to dedicate 30 minutes to this. I need to dedicate probably an hour to this. Whatever that is, I want you to take the time and create the schedule for it. And as you're creating this schedule for those that are just jumping on, just being a part of this conversation, one of the things that I'm sharing right now is I'm sharing with us really this context of simplicity is next month, we're sending our students, our kids, children, grandchildren, we're sending them to school. We're sending them to school with an expectation that they're going to learn something and grow by the end of this year. Now, the same expectation is put on yourself. I want you to put an expectation on your own self to say that by the end of this year, this is what I want to grow in. This is what I want to develop in. For me, one of the things that I want to develop in and grow in this year, I personally struggle with this. I'm going to be very transparent. This is something I personally struggle with. My wife is on here. She knows this for sure, and she'll agree. But one of the things that I struggle with is my communication. I know you saying that, look, Hiram, how you struggle with communication and you got a whole podcast and you on here talking to us and doing all this stuff. I struggle with not talking. No, I don't struggle with talking to y'all like I'm doing right now. No, I struggle with communicating how I feel. When I'm going through something, when I'm struggling with something, or when I don't like something, when I don't feel right about something, I struggle with communicating how I feel. And by the end of this year, I want to grow in that. I want to grow in that. Now, for those that follow me on this path, that are on here with me, I promise you, we're going to do this together. We're going to walk through this thing together. So the way that we do this, I just got off of my church's Wednesday night Bible study, and we gave some points, and I think that this is going to be great for this conversation. This is what I want to be able to deal with. I need you to put this in. When you write this down, this is what I want. This is where I want to grow by the end of this year. These are places, this is things I want to develop in by the end of this year. Then I want you to say, again, here's my routine. This is the time that I need to set aside to develop and grow in this thing, whatever that is for you. But then this is what I want you to do, which is vitally important. I need you to have somebody you're accountable for. I need you to have somebody you're accountable to. Somebody that you can say, this right here, I'm going to be accountable. I need you to keep me accountable that I'm going to keep this going. I have somebody, because that's my wife. My wife is going to keep me accountable when it comes to this. I have friends. That is going to keep me accountable to this thing, to where I want to personally grow. I have a mentor that is going to keep me accountable to where the things that I want to grow in. So I want you to take the time Write down where you want to be by the end. What do you want to grow in? It can only be, if you choose, it can be one thing. The main thing is I want you to grow and develop into something. So whatever that one thing is, write it down. Write down how much time you need to dedicate in doing that, in growing to get there. And then what I want you to do is, again, I want you to find someone that you can be accountable with and say, this is where I'm trying to go. Can you help me? But again, this is the other piece that we learned tonight in our Bible study, is not only accountability, but you have to have communication. You have to communicate with that person. You have to tell that person, hey, today I'm not feeling it. I know I said I'm going to put such and such a time in. I know you have to have check-ins. That's what I'm going to call them for you. Check-ins. You have to be accountable, but you have to also have check-ins. I'm going to check in with you. I need you to check in with me. I need you to check in and see if I'm keeping it. Because here's why I'm saying this. This is simplistic, but this is why I'm saying this. Because sometimes when we're going into trying to develop a new skill set or developing a new area of our lives, reality is you haven't been doing it. So because you haven't been doing it, if a wind blows, majority of the time, sometimes we quit. If we have a hard time or something happens in our life, we stop. That's why we need someone that can push us, someone that can be accountable to help us to make sure that we're getting to our goal. So I want you to do me a favor. Again, I want you to take advantage of this. Don't just come on a live. It's about what, almost 9 o'clock tonight. What, 8:27 right now? Don't just come on here 8:27 Mountain Standard Time, and then don't do it. Don't apply this. Don't put this into practice. I want you to do it, no matter what your age, no matter who you are. I want you to do it because we all have a place to grow. How do I know that? Because we would not still be alive if we did not have more work or more things that we could accomplish and places that we can grow in. So thank you all for jumping on. Thank you for the likes. For those that are also on and you want to just sow a star to the channel, you can be able to do that as well. That helps for what we're doing on this podcast. But I wanted to make sure that I shared this word, encourage you. I'm about to go eat and spend some time with my wife. I love you all, and y'all have a wonderful and great night. Share this with a friend. Don't be stingy. Share this with somebody because everybody needs to grow and be where they need to be by the end of this year. I love you all. See y'all later. Bye-bye.